American companies are abandoning $35 billion in clean energy projects and redirecting capital to Europe as policy uncertainty makes U.S. manufacturing uncompetitive. In 2025 alone, 38,000 jobs vanished as battery makers, solar manufacturers, and electric vehicle producers canceled factories across Republican and Democratic districts alike. Meanwhile, Ireland saw foreign investment approval surge 37% year-over-year, capturing the capital flight from American soil. I'm Elle of House of Elle on YouTube. I have a PhD in computer science and I use data analysis to spot patterns in geopolitics and economics. The numbers reveal systematic capital redirection. Companies announced only $12.3 billion in new clean energy investments in 2025, the lowest annual total since tracking began 4 years ago. Against $34.8 billion in cancellations, that's a net capital destruction of $22.5 billion in a single year. For the first time since 2022, more clean energy investment left U.S. communities than entered. Cross-referencing company announcements with Department of Energy funding terminations shows the acceleration pattern. The DOE canceled $7.56 billion across 321 funding awards for 223 projects, targeting renewable generation, hydrogen production, grid storage, and EV infrastructure. Roughly 300 of these cancellations hit states Trump lost in 2024, but the capital flight isn't ideological, it is financial. The timeline demonstrates how quickly capital repositions when frameworks like this collapse. More than $22 billion in clean energy projects were canceled or delayed in just the first half of 2025, eliminating about 16,500 jobs. Nearly $8 billion in investments and 16 projects were canceled in the first 3 months alone, more than 3 times the total investments canceled over the previous 30 months combined. Specific corporate retreats quantify the competitive damage. French oil giant TotalEnergies paused 2 offshore wind projects in late November 2024, citing uncertainty after Trump's election and hasn't restarted development. Norway's Freyr battery canceled its $2.6 billion Georgia battery factory. Core Power terminated a $1.2 billion lithium battery facility in Arizona. South Korean battery maker SK On scrapped $2.8 billion in Tennessee investment and eliminated 3,300 jobs. The automotive sector demonstrates how this destroys domestic manufacturing capacity. General Motors canceled a $4.3 billion electric pickup expansion in Michigan and reported a $1.6 billion impairment charge, citing, and I'm quoting here, termination of tax incentives for EV purchases. Ford also abandoned an Ohio EV manufacturing plant after restructuring its electrification strategy. We have a separate long analysis on that one. Check it out if you want. Michigan alone lost 13 clean energy projects worth about $8.1 billion in 2025, more than twice any other state due to its auto industry concentration. Illinois, Georgia, and New York also lost billions in manufacturing investment. Battery and EV sectors bore the heaviest damage. Storage sector cancellations reached $10.3 billion in 2025, while EV investment cancellations hit $6.3 billion. Meyer Burger abandoned solar module production in Arizona. Rex Silicon terminated polysilicon manufacturing in Washington following failed purity tests. Sodium-ion battery maker Nature Energy shut down entirely, halting $1.4 billion in factory plants. Meanwhile, American technology companies are establishing European operations to escape policy volatility. In just the last 6 months, major players including Workday, IBM, Equifax, OpenAI, and Anthropic expanded or established AI operations in European cities. The capital follows talent acquisition. Anthropic acquired UK-based Human Loops team. Workday purchased Swedish AI firm Sena for $1.1 billion, and customer service giant NICE bought German startup Cognigy for $955 million to support its agentic AI development. Europe's competitive advantage comes from regulatory predictability over multi-decade timeframes. Germany drove 32 billion euros in renewable energy investments in 2024, achieving 59% renewable electricity generation under its Energiewende policy framework. Spain added a record 7.3 gigawatts of solar and wind capacity in 2024, with solar becoming the country's top power source at 25.1% of electricity generation. Companies choosing between volatile U.S. incentives that disappear overnight versus European frameworks with 10 to 20-year visibility increasingly select stability. The EU AI Act provides clear guardrails across member states, making it easier for companies to access the broader European market after establishing operations in one EU country. In financial services, for an example, the EU's markets and crypto assets regulation provides certainty for digital assets companies navigating uncertain U.S. regulatory landscapes. Executives report that they would rather navigate complex European rules with long-term clarity than risk losing billions to abrupt American policy reversals. If you want to develop the analytical skills to identify when official narratives mask underlying economic collapse, my book, Awake, the Practice of Critical Thinking in an Age of Soft Lies, breaks down exactly these patterns. It's available in ebook and audiobook. Subscribers get 10% off, and you can get the first chapter for free in the description. The research funding destruction compounds manufacturing losses as well. Recent freezes on approximately $11 billion in federal research funding created uncertainty for universities, research institutions, and companies relying on government-supported R&D. Dozens of universities face impacts to research on cancer treatments, diabetes, agricultural innovation, and emerging technologies. European countries view this as opportunity. France's INRIA actively attracts foreign talent with government-funded research grants and partnerships with Microsoft, Nokia, Bell Labs, and Airbus. Germany's Fraunhofer Gesellschaft operates 75 research institutes with nearly 32,000 employees and a 3.6 billion euro annual budget, partnering extensively with U.S. companies on applied research. Several European countries, including Estonia, the UK, and Ireland, have introduced, simplified, or increased R&D tax incentives in recent years, with many now offering more generous and predictable support than the patchwork of U.S. federal and state programs right now. The pattern extends beyond renewable energy into broader technology sectors. Ireland recorded 179 foreign investment approvals in the first half of 2025, up 37% year-over-year. Ida, Ireland's head of Western U.S. operation, reports executives now prioritize regulatory predictability when planning international expansion, evaluating where they can execute multi-year AI hiring plans, maintain consistent research funding, and complete renewable energy programs without policy reversals destroying billions in sunk costs. Battery manufacturing as well demonstrates Europe's structural positioning despite its own challenges. While Europe announced 180 billion euros of investment in battery ecosystems, over half of planned gigafactories face delays or cancellation, primarily from demand weakness rather than policy destruction. The critical difference here is that European battery projects stall from market conditions, while American projects collapse from funding terminations. South Korean firms LG Energy, SK Innovation, and Samsung SDI own 4/5 of operational battery cell manufacturing capacity in Europe, providing infrastructure that persists through demand cycles. Republican congressional districts lost more than $11.7 billion in investments and 11,000 jobs from clean energy cancellations through the first half of 2025 alone. Through year-end, Republican districts lost $19.9 billion in investments, creating nearly 24,500 jobs compared with $10.6 billion and 12,600 jobs lost in Democratic districts. The geographic distribution shows policy uncertainty affects manufacturing investment regardless of political control. Investment advisors now position Europe as diversification from overexposed U.S. portfolios. When visa policies change faster than hiring cycles and funding commitments reverse without warning, geographic diversification shifted from defensive hedging to competitive necessity. The question facing executives changed from whether to expand internationally to how quickly they can establish European capabilities before competitors capture market position. By mid-2026, I would expect confirmation of permanent manufacturing capacity loss as cancelled projects remain unfunded. The clean energy sector will likely see another $15 to $20 billion in project delays or terminations as companies wait for stable policy frameworks that won't materialize under current political dynamics. European battery and renewable capacity will continue expanding while American facilities that needed 3 to 5 years to scale never really break ground. Foreign direct investment in U.S. clean manufacturing falls 40 to 50% in 2026, I think, as international companies recognize policy creates structural advantage versus Europe's regulatory clarity. Capital will probably redirect to Ireland, Netherlands, and Germany, where multi-decade frameworks support planning horizons necessary for billion-dollar manufacturing facilities. I think U.S. clean energy employment will probably decline by additional 25,000 to 35,000 jobs through 2027 as reshoring momentum reverses into capital exodus. The technology sector will probably follow similar trajectories as well. Maybe by Q4 2026, at least 5 major US tech companies will have established substantial European AI research operations, with more than 500 employers each hiring talent that would have worked in California or Seattle before. Research partnerships with European institutions like INRIA and Fraunhofer expand as federal funding uncertainty makes US academic collaboration unreliable for multi-year development programs. Investment flows confirm the shift, I think. European deep tech ventures received 1/3 of all European venture capital by the end of 2024, with strong momentum continuing well into 2025. American companies establishing headquarters from day one, hiring AI teams in European tech hubs before filling Silicon Valley offices, kind of becomes standard rather than an exception, right? The capital allocation represents 30 to 40 billion in investment that would have flowed to US facilities, now building European capacity instead. Manufacturing infrastructure, once lost, takes decades to rebuild. By 2028, I would say that the cumulative effect would put the US $60 to $80 billion behind where clean energy manufacturing capacity would have been under stable policy frameworks. European and Asian competitors will likely capture that production permanently, reshaping global supply chains around American absence rather than American leadership. The video on your screen right now documents how confidence in American institutions is collapsing across multiple metrics. Check it out as your next step. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.